of girls together, there's only one dessert you can make, and that is cheesecake. And so this is a chocolate hazelnut cheesecake. Start by melting a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter. And a cup of graham cracker crumbs. The graham crackers are actually rather neutral, so it frames up the other flavors. And a 1/3 of a cup of ground hazelnuts. Just shut off my butter because it's almost melted. And a 1/4 cup of light brown sugar. Adds almost a caramel element to the crust. Stir this together just until it's crumbly. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And I'm using a springform pan that's been greased. So I just press this into the bottom. And this just spends 7 minutes in the oven. Cheesecake is one of those seasonless desserts. You sell a lot of fruit tarts in the summer, pies in the fall and in the spring. It's one of those cravings I have. It's not determined by season, just pure motivation for that creamy, smooth texture. So we've got 2 cups of whipping cream. Bring the cream up to just below a simmer. And I've got 6 ounces of baking chocolate, couverture chocolate. Using baking chocolate means you're going to have a smooth, silky, delicate cheesecake interior. So I'm going to pour the hot cream over the chocolate and let that sit for just a second. I'm trying to get all my inside cooking done first because I want to spend the rest of the day outside by the grill, getting things cooked up and then hanging out with the girls later on. Now that would be one tasty batch of chocolate milk, wouldn't it be? I'll just let this sit for a few minutes while the crust cooks, and then it'll be time to make the cheesecake. The cheesecake crust has cooled nicely, so it's to room temperature. Now I can make the filling. I've got 2 packages, so a total of 1 pound of cream cheese, and that's softened to room temperature. And the first thing to do is cream that very well until it's nice and smooth. Rule number 1 with cheesecakes, scrape your bowl. And then when you think you've scraped it enough, scrape it some more. Now I'll gradually add 3/4 of a cup of sugar. The sugar melts into the cream cheese, so it does start getting quite soft at this point. And I'll add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And this helps promote a silky, evenly textured cheesecake. I have yet to see a hazelnut extract out on the market, so to get that true hazelnut flavor, gotta add the hazelnut liqueur, 1/2 cup. I need to add my eggs, and while you can beat the cheesecake mixture on high speed before you add the eggs, once you start adding the eggs, you have to slow it down. Yep, nice and smooth, right to the bottom. Now to add the chocolate. See, it's really not that complicated. Got my cold crust, and I like to bake the cheesecake on a baking tray just for insurance. I've got a good seal on my springform pan. Oh yeah, that's a nice big cheesecake. Think that's enough for 4 girls? And what I'll do is I'll bake it for half an hour at 325. Then I shut off the oven. But I leave it in the oven for exactly another half hour. So the oven is gradually cooling. Then I'll pull the cheesecake out. Then, after it chills, I can extract it and I'll garnish the top with some cocoa powder and whole toasted hazelnuts.